In the current meta, there is one solitary build that stands out as the most optimized among all mammalian units. Although it belongs to the small size category, its danger level far exceeds its weight class. It is the house cat, a build composed of weaponry and traits that even larger builds don't possess. What are these traits? Why do they give the cat such latent power? Stay with me through this video to uncover the uniqueness of this build. Open the world where the mysteries are revealed, what you have never imagined. To answer those questions, let's first examine the weapons this build is equipped with. Unlike omnivorous builds that have flat molars for grinding, the cat's first weapon for eliminating prey is a pair of long, slender, and razor-sharp fangs. Its mechanism of action is like a sniper rifle with extremely fast speed. A cat can bite within 20 to 70 milliseconds of locking onto the target and with near absolute precision, pierce the target's fur, skin, and vertebrae in a single bite. With such swift, clean, and precise attacks, a single bite to the neck can one-shot low-tier targets. Additionally, the fangs have a bite lock mechanism, allowing them to hold tight after striking to prevent the enemy from countering. After taking down the target, the tongue now shows its effect. Unlike dogs, hyenas, or wolves, cats are not only equipped with sharp fangs, but also with a small weapon, the tongue. The tongue of this build is covered with hook-shaped, keratinized spines, papillae, that point backward, helping the cat strip meat from the bones of prey to optimize the amount of XP gained. These spines not only remove meat, but also clean the fur, helping maintain camouflage. A domestic cat's tongue also serves as a kind of medical tool. They use it to lick their wounds, which may help them heal faster. But this tool only works on cats themselves. On advanced builds like humans, cat saliva can contain bacteria that cause infections, and the spines may tear healing tissue, leading to scarring. What's even more interesting is that in addition to long fangs and a dangerous tongue, cats also have long, supple legs and flexible joints like supermodels, with hind legs longer than front legs, helping cats jump higher, jump farther, land safely, and avoid melee attacks. And they come with sharp weapons like small swords. Those are the claws with fast and precise launching force. These swords can be retracted into the soles of the feet, helping the claws not wear out and always stay sharp. Cats also have thick, soft foot pads, and when moving, their heels do not touch the ground, helping them not reveal their position when tracking targets. Not yet. One of the advantages that makes this build perfect will be revealed right now. As you know, cats are very good at night. Why is that? You should notice that cats have very special eyes that are likened to the legendary night vision scope. Cats' eyes have a tapetum lucidum layer. This reflective layer is located behind the retina to enhance the light, helping cats see 6 times better than other builds in the dark, almost turning on hacks in the night server, the time when small builds operate. But you know, owls also have the ability to see in the dark like cats. So what's the difference here? That is, cats also have a vertical pupil that helps cats calculate distance with almost absolute accuracy. The motion detection mechanism prioritizes motion recognition over static details, making it easy to spot small builds even in dense metas. Not only the eyes, but also the cat's ears are very different from other builds of the same species. Cat ears are like a living radar, can rotate 180 degrees independently, and hear sound frequencies up to 65 Hz 3 times faster than humans, helping them scan the map without turning their heads, which helps cats not reveal their position, but still track the target. Thanks to their ears and eyes, domestic cats have become one of the builds with the most formidable natural sensor systems in the current meta. Not stopping there, this build also has a special weapon that we cannot see with the naked eye: hot blood. This weapon helps cats not depend on the outside environment like reptile or insect builds, always operating stably day and night, regardless of cold or hot weather. Hot blood also helps cats' muscles always be in a ready-to-jump state. No need to warm up like cold-blooded animals, maintaining the ability to detect movement, react to sound, and process space even in adverse conditions. Thanks to that, this build can still survive and hunt in temperate and cold metas without being limited by low temperatures or snowfall thanks to its thick fur and high body temperature. With its self-heating mechanism, cats can adapt to many different metas, making this build more diverse. But why do we often see this build sleeping next to the fireplace when they can balance their body temperature to adapt to the weather. Because this build has to spend a lot of energy to maintain body temperature and hunt. Sitting in a warm place helps reduce the amount of energy burned to maintain body temperature, saving energy for important activities such as hunting, jumping, and combat. There is a magical thing about this build that makes it special compared to other builds in the same class: its natural resistance to mild toxins. Cats have an optimal immune system for a high-frequency stalking and hunting lifestyle, which has been buffed from the previous build due to frequent exposure to builds with mild venom, creating immunity that allows them to survive, reproduce, and pass it on to the next generation. This strong immunity also helps reduce swelling, itching, or death when attacked by toxic builds. Additionally, cats have an effective anti-inflammatory mechanism, allowing them to avoid severe anaphylactic shock like some other species. However, this ability only protects against mild toxins. When encountering builds with strong venom, cats are still in danger. Despite the strengths you just saw, this build, like all others, has some flaws that affect the overall strength of this small but formidable unit. The house cat is a glass cannon, strong but fragile. It lacks natural armor such as a shell, thick skin, or spikes, and usually runs away when in danger. The HP of this build is low. Although a cat can survive a fall from a height of 20 meters, it is easy to one-shot with a critical hit from a heavy build. Unlike the Alliance playstyle of dogs or some other builds in the same class, the cat follows a 100% solo playstyle. While other builds may share resources, care for each other, or heal wounds through teamwork, the cat completely lacks the ability to recover through group support, making it unsustainable in long-term fights. There is one difference from others in the same class that I'm not sure whether to classify as a strength or a weakness: the build's sensitive nervous system. Cats have small brains, but they are especially developed in the areas related to instinctive reactions, fear, and vigilance. Although cats can adapt to all kinds of weather, they are hypervigilant. Changes in their living environment, people, noise, or even the way you look at them can all be perceived as threats. This leads to internalized stress, which causes behavioral issues, digestive problems, poor sleep, and can seriously turn them into an out-meta build. Cats are a strong, warm-blooded mammal build. On the other hand, being warm-blooded makes this build consume a lot of energy, which forces it to hunt constantly since it cannot metabolize nutrients from vegetables or other food types, and can only synthesize protein from meat. This flaw makes the build a meta-growth picky build. However, these weaknesses do not make this build any less dangerous. On the contrary, when all of the strengths of this build are combined, the meta gains a unit with an extremely optimal and powerful strategy. Let's consider what happens when the skill of using eyes and ears as a living radar to locate prey is combined with fur that provides camouflage regardless of the meta, silent steps that make no noise, precise jumps, and critical power in the first damage combo. What kind of build does that create? That's right. All of the above create a rogue build, a top-tier assassin with perfect hiding abilities and a high stealth index. Thanks to these skills, cats have become formidable hunters, contributing to the extinction of at least 33 endemic island species around the world. They are also a major threat to birds and small mammals, especially in areas without native predators. It could be argued that this diminutive build is a threat to the biodiversity of the current meta. Compared to other builds in the same class, like tigers or leopards, cats may appear small and weak. And that's true since cats are not designed to solo tank. But in urban or densely forested environments, where stealth and quick repositioning matter more than raw damage, cats are one of the S-tier options for guerrilla play. So if your goal is to control the map like a ghost, using every pixel of terrain to execute epic outplays, cats are an irreplaceable S-tier option. For humans, cats are not considered members of the Alliance. However, they serve as a natural firewall against builds that threaten human agricultural infrastructure. While the dog build can guard, warn of danger, and hunt alongside its owner, the house cat build helps secure the food supply by preventing rats from destroying XP production. The benefits of this cooperation are clear. Cats get shelter and leftovers, and humans preserve resources. It's a perfect strategy. And the next time you see a cat lying in the sun, don't be fooled. That's not just a harmless pet. It's a top-tier predator build waiting for the right moment to land a critical hit. According to the latest information from the modder community, there are currently about 375 million cat builds being raised as a build pet, about 480 million builds wild, and a number of wild big cat builds. The total number of builds is more than 1 billion, and if one day this class rises, how dangerous will it be? Will the natural meta be able to maintain balance? Please comment and let me know your guesses about this unique build. Like if you think this build has the power you want to own in this meta, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next meta breakdowns. Thank you for watching the whole video and good luck.